Alright, we're live again. Yeah, some more early morning, well, kind of early afternoon, Final Fantasy. Um, yeah, trying to make the most of the last few days of my vacation as I can and see if we can possibly beat this game before I have to go back to work on Thursday. Um, from what I could see, I think we've got like between 8 and 10 hours left. So I think we can beat it by the end of tomorrow. Um, yeah. Last time was quite an exciting episode. Um, we ended up fighting Dion Bahamut and defeating him and taking his light powers, and then we got a flashback from him. Um, so he ended up standing up to Annabella and Olivier and his father, and calling them out on basically how corrupt they were. And Dion attempted to assassinate Olivier, but his father stepped in between and ended up getting killed, which caused Dion to kind of go berserk, and that's why we ended up having to fight him, because Dion lost control. But then in the end, after we defeated him, he made one final attempt at Olivier, and it was revealed that either Olivier never was real or at some point got replaced by Ultima and was like a mind illusion by Ultima. So, yeah. And then after finding all that out, Annabella kind of went crazy and ended up taking her own life. So that's where we left off. Oh, and the final scene was Ultima also has control over Barnabas, Odin. So he's tasking Barnabas with fighting us and giving us another test, I guess. So we're gonna have Odin to contend with here pretty soon, from the sounds of it. So yeah, from what I've heard, the game really, like, the end game here, the last couple hours really picks up, so that'll be fun. So I think without further ado, we can just get right into it. I also did end up raising my monitor, so hopefully when I read the cutscenes and stuff, it doesn't look like my eyes are closed anymore. We gotta speak to Vivian and Hippocrates. Let's start with Hippocrates.
Let me guess.
Oh, also, Ultima unleashed something called Primogenesis on the world. We don't know exactly what that entails.
The obvious, as for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it.
Alright, now we gotta see Vivian.
Seems the hideaway is lost.
Actually, I want to see too if this shop sells anything new.
Still alive, are ya? If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
No.
Come again. Or don't.
But we have the light shard, so we might be able to. Where is he? Have Blackthorn upgrade our weapon.
Yep. So, will it be?
I guess not.
Anything else?
Did you see the pair?
Wait, does she sell desert roses?
Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Oh, yes, she does. We need just 4 of them, I think.
You'll not find a better price than that.
So we can get the final upgrade on our armlets, I think.
Trouble with your gear, or... So, will it be?
There we go.
You can thank me later.
Now we can find Vivian. Where am I going? There we are.
How is it that every one of your little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
Just a second.
Sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits. They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Look at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen Mother Crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dhalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
Yeah, Waloed's the best off right now, because they still have their King Barnabas.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
I mean, I think that's Barnabas's plan, is to have us
Only one.
fight
That
him.
would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains.
It fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Alright, so we got quite a bit going on here. Gotta aid Martha's Rest, aid Northreach, and aid Dalimil.
In the villages.
Alright. Oh, we can look at the list, yeah. A realm comprising the twin continents of Storm and Ash, over which the Mother Crystals stand timeless vigil. Timeless, that is, until Sid and his disciples commence their campaign to bring each one crashing down, spreading chaos and confusion to every corner of the land. When ill-omened clouds summoned by Ultima gathered over Valestia, the delicate balance governing the magic-yielding power of ether was finally shattered, and the realm was changed forever. I don't have many ability points, right? Okay. Well, let's go to Martha's Rest first. And we'll help her with her issue.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
Martha. It's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not
Oh yeah,
long after
since
they went dark, we had our first
Ultima did the
visit.
Primogenesis thing,
There were
people are
hundreds of them.
turning
Tried to storm the
Akashic.
hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered. What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Alright, it'll give us a good chance to try out our new light powers.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
Hurry to the Fallen Gate.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
Well, it's not just people turning Akashic, it's animals and stuff too. It lasts quite a while.
Enough.
Nice. Enemy slain.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wade's men? But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the Akashic were coming from.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Got more Akashic to fight.
My brothers.
Mad dogs.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try. Are you with us, Sir Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
I was gonna say, I don't fully understand how the Wings of Light work, but I think I did it right that time. Oh yeah, it's like charging up Mega Flare. There we go. There we go. Enemy slain.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down East Pool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Jill and I will make for East Pool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Alright, so I gotta head to East Pool now. Make for Rhiannon's ride.
Mad dogs. Alive.
Across this bridge. I'm more Akashic.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
That's pretty decent. And more Akashic over here. Not Akashic chocobos. Oh man. They interrupted my Mega Flare. What just happened? That was weird.
Something's coming.
Akashic Ahriman?
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we? This one.
Okay, we're doing alright so far. There we go. Hey Sean, how's it going? Yeah, we got a level up. Level 34.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll
You're doing well, that's good. I'm doing pretty well as also. Just doing some more early morning Final Fantasy.
Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory.
Trying to make the most of the last 2 days before I have to go to work.
I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Nice, quest complete. Now the Guardians of the Flame are gonna be at Martha's Rest. I got some renown for that. And a Guardian's Scarf. Oh, it's one of the memory things, I think. Because it says displayed in Clive's chambers.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, they're... It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
We're taking on a squire now? Alright. Next up is Northreach. I gotta find a way out of the city to use the world map. Actually, if I hold it down, will it? No. Wait, no, I can do it this way, I think. Yeah. Northreach. This way.
First we find Isabel.
Alright, so we gotta find Isabel. Where is she?
Where is everyone? Times are hard. Your cousin. The garrison's being sorely
Oh,
tested.
over this way.
I can't do it.
There she is. Or someone.
My lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many.
Different than Akashic?
Akashic, but different.
Thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Right. So we gotta fight Ultimus Thralls. Which we've done in the past. That necrophobe we had to fight last time was pretty strong.
We could leave.
The two soldiers were carrying him.
I think that's Isabel up there.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with him.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Alright. I mean, they pretty much, as far as...
That thing?
Well, they've come out of thin air when we've had to fight them before. So, that makes sense.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when... Where's my Joseph?
It's all right. Just rest now.
Alright, so I gotta speak to one more wounded.
It's all right.
But my family...
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head-
So make for more. I think I can... Hold on. Local map, maybe? No, not that. I don't have a obelisk for there, I guess.
I assume you have a plan?
It was all they could do to escape.
Pretty sure we've been to more before, so I'm surprised we don't have a fast travel. Because this is the area where all those people were talking like poorly of the bears. And we had to look for that girl from Isabel's brothel. Oh, here are some thralls.
With me.
This one.
I didn't realize Flames of Rebirth regenerates health.
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Even at level 1, Mega Flare's pretty strong. It's another one of these lich things. I wonder if I could try a level 2. I think if I get hit, it interrupts it, though. I can even do a even higher level than 2. I don't know how high a level it does, but level 3 is probably pretty strong. There, we got it. Enemy slain. A lot of magic ash for that.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
Is Northreach good now? Did we
You have the
do our
chance,
part?
thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has convinced most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Hey, quest complete. Oh, that's quite a bit of ability points for that. I think I'm going to save them a little bit, though. Now we gotta go to Dalamil and help with their dilemma. And then that should be all the dilemmas, at least. Alright. I think Lubor.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Oh yeah, Jill wasn't with us last time.
Clive has told me much about you.
Jill was in the infirmary when we were here.
Sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Jill's always the optimist.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor.
What's
What's he doing here?
We've seen Victor before, I think.
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Alright, now we gotta speak with Lubor again.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
Sounds like a good plan.
Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
What about us?
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Alright, I guess we gotta be there for both of the conversations.
Picture it, Conrad. Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, milady.
All right. Now we gotta talk to Natalie with Lubor.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
All right, back at the Briar's Kiss. That was where we met Victor, I think.
Our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Yeah, we were kind of just here to be like, overseer.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I'm gonna have to fight an army of bandits.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. Mistakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Alright, let's fight some bandits. There they are.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
Another wave. I feel like semi-priming for the Sultan guy isn't a bad idea. Okay, Flames of Rebirth is good right now because I'll get some health back. Also need to make sure before the next big fight I get some potions. There we go. Enemy slain. So we did our part. Hopefully Victor and Lubor were able to take care of their guys.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Hey, quest complete. Made it through all the dilemmas. Quite a bit of ability points throughout this too. And renown. I should check at the Patron's Whisper to see if I got any like rewards for this stuff.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least.
Yeah, return to the hideaway. Just what I was thinking. Alright, but before I talk to Otto... Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to, because I think stuff's quest locked right now. Oh, no, I can. Alright, I'm gonna talk... Luckily, she's right behind him, so I'll talk to Desiree about...
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received?
Oh yeah, I got
everything
quite a
promised?
bit of rewards here. Oh, so the other rewards, you have to have a certain amount of renown to unlock. Okay. But we were able to get pillow talk. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sort left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than it did him. A busy courtesan. And she gave us a berserker ring. It used to be I would step into a tavern only to find myself overwhelmed with requests to sing of Dion the Bold or the Curel and the Serving Girl. But now all anyone wants to hear is of Sid the Outlaw. You have made me a very rich man, my friend. And he sent us a music track and an empty shard.
You earned this.
They say it is your men who keep the roads free of beast and bandit. As one whose livelihood is reliant on safe passage from market to market, my chocobos and I thank you. A concerned caravaneer. They sent us a cleric's medallion +1. And then the final thing we can claim right now is not long ago I was accosted by footpads as I walked into the gilded path, and would have perished alone in the desert had not the curse breakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well. Traveling to Peshorian? Dire Wolf Jess.
You earned this. All done?
Let's see what does that Dire Wolf thing do? Also, the Cleric's Medallion +1. What is that? The empty shard could be traded for Gil. Same with like the Goblin coin and some other stuff. How do I see... Oh, it's probably gear. Cleric's Medallion +1 increases healing potency by 40%. That's pretty good. And then the Dire Wolf Jess increases combo damage by 5%. I feel like in combination with my other accessory that would be pretty good, but I don't really want to give up the quicker cooldown on Flames of Rebirth either. Let's just talk to Otto for now.
Was wondering when you turn up. Hellos from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the color of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
Oh, it's Joshua.
Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
So Dion is alive still.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed.
It's not your fault, Josh.
Both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Yeah, you should probably tell us.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me.
Now we're getting some backstory here of how he survived.
And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special.
Yeah, you can hold multiple.
Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit, but they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane.
How is he outside
Mend the prison I have made for Ultima.
possessing Olivier when he was supposed to be inside Josh?
We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Ew. That's not good.
It's Gav.
Well, we're kind of busy right now.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, Bed is where you should be bound.
Yeah, you were just like throwing up blood.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Travel to Crozet Echoes.
Pity those in the villages.
Is that a fast travel I can do? Probably not. I don't think I've heard of this. Oh, no, it is. Okay, cool. It's not that far from where we are. Central Dhalmekia. Cloak and Dagger.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be...
Hey, I got the Pet the Dog achievement.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canville was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
I'm running as fast as I can.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The Echoes have a will of their own.
Oh yeah, there's definitely some...
This one.
Where's... I don't see any more. Oh, they're over here. Oh, it's one of these bomb things. Yeah, we got it before it exploded. Nice. It's nice having Joshua on the team. I think this is the first time we've had him on our side.
Loyal and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
This one.
The Mega Flare takes forever to charge up. Should be getting close to Tabor.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
I'm gonna grab the item that's over here. I was hoping for some potions. I should have grabbed some more when I was at the hideaway. Is this the entrance?
Have you been to Tabor before?
Tabor?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
There she is.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yote. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
That's Barnabas's ship.
Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherja is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloeda knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Meanwhile, the Augur.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
The Republican Parliament. The highest council of government of the Republic of Dhalmekia. 7 ministers are responsible for ruling the nation. After the death of Hugo Kupka and destruction of Drake's Fang, the Republic descended into chaos, and it fell to the ministers to pick up the pieces of their crumbling country. The Dhalmekian Republic, a nation formed from a federation of 5 smaller states, it is located in the southern half of the continent of Storm, and has its capital at Randella. Having lost both Drake's Fang and the mighty Titan, the political situation in Dhalmekia has deteriorated drastically. The government scrambling to withdraw their troops from the ill-starred siege of the Crystalline Dominion that they may be redeployed to quell the unfolding chaos at home.
How dare you?
What was that?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, Harbored is definitely Ultima.
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
The Kingdom of Waloed, the sole surviving nation in Ash. Waloed has its capital at Stoneher, home to the Mother Crystal of Drake's Spine. It is ruled over by Barnabas Tharmer, dominant of Odin, Warden of Darkness, who, it transpires, has formed an alliance from the mysterious being known as Ultima.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic. He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Enough. Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
We're seeing some kind of like prophecy. That's that mark.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant. Even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it, like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Let's find our friends.
So Ultima is a god of the dominance.
It's plain
saying she cares for you very deeply.
Make for the free cities of Canver.
Which is why...
Okay. Oh, we're already nearby.
To let her go.
Oh, not that. Though we did get some more lore. Tabor, an ancient settlement in central southern Domekia that seems to cling to the very cliffs which dominate the landscape of the region. Its proximity to the free cities of Canver gives Tabor a ready market for the high-quality leather its tanners produce, as well as the salt and minerals mined from beneath it. The town's long history of isolation, however, has clouded the hearts of its residents, and to this day many remain unwelcoming to outsiders. Yote, a member of the Undying, a secret society sworn to protect and serve the Rossfields of Rosaria, and the dominant of the Phoenix, who was always born in their line. After her order rescued Joshua Rossfield from the ruins of Phoenix Gate and nursed him back to health, Yote was tasked by her order to accompany and protect him on his journey to uncover the truth of Ultima. And the Undying, a secretive order who serve the lords of Rosaria from the shadows. They revere the mighty Phoenix and its dominant, and once presided over the rites of the ancestral communion at Phoenix Gate. Few outside the order know of its existence, even among the highest-ranking members of Rosarian nobility. And to this very day, with Rosaria reduced to mere imperial province, they continue to serve the rightful keeper of the flame, His Grace Joshua Rossfield.
Who among you is bold enough to heed her call?
Oh. Who's this?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yote is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rossfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Another seal. You accept the Phoenix down from Cyril of the Undying.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
To Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
The free cities under siege.
The Gilded Path. We heard about this earlier. Should have checked if there's any lore. Ah, yeah, Cyril. A senior member of the Undying, known as the Bearer of the Burning Quill, who coordinates his order's research into Ultima from their headquarters in the Domekian village of Tabor. At his liege lord Joshua's command, he lends his and his order's strength to Clive. Okay. Another fight up here. I wonder what the max level we can get with mega flares. Oh, I guess 4 it is. There we go. Well, level 4 lasts for quite a while. So it looked like if they try to attack me too while I'm doing it, it charges up Mega Flare. We're really farming some experience here. This way.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
That's not good. There, now we got the Gilded Path Obelisk.
Free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Fast travel to the docks. Old Canver. The Free Cities of Canver. The Warehouse District.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. I was starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Mididol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
Yeah, he thought both of his nephews were dead, and he found out they're both alive.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
We're splitting the party up. Evenfall. Come on, Torgal.
Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. They've been routed. They're wearing minute armor.
Alright, looks like one more. Nice. That was a cool finish. Grab the item over here. Another one up here. And then there's more people to fight, it looks like. Ah, he got me. So even if they stop the Mega Flare charge, I can still activate it. I mean, this was like kind of overkill for the last guy, but I got a achievement for it at least. I think I can upgrade an ability now. I can either do Master Limit Break, which might be decent. Shit, I might save up for Giga Flare. Because I only need like 100 more. And what's one? Details, that's what it is. Oh, that just allows assignment to any icon. Okay. We already did this one, which increased its maximum Mega Flare level to 4. So yeah, we'll save up a little bit for Giga Flare. Nope. Those weren't even like Akashic. This one is though. There we go. We got 2 high potions for that, so that's good. Was that enough for... It was, okay. Yeah, we'll buy Giga Flare. And then we'll switch out Impulse.
Get surrounded.
Get him! Over here!
Alright, that was some pretty big damage. We're charging up Mega Flare. Alright, so every Mega Flare dodge, I go up a level. There we go. Yeah, level 4 is pretty intense. Is it this way? No, I was going the wrong way. Through this gate, that makes sense, yeah.
That sounded big. Joshua and Jill must be busy. Time to fight.
New enemies. Oh, that guy's a big one. Let's try out Giga Flare. Where is he? I don't even see him. That was a pretty big Giga Flare. He almost killed me. There we go. I got a level up too. Level 35.
This is the Agora, where the city's leaders gather. There may still be survivors inside.
Go inside. This way. I guess I'm not going the right way again. I always get, like, mixed up in these cities. Gonna be something even bigger than that Orcish warlord, because that almost killed us.
Where are they?
More
These creatures.
thralls.
Does Ultima's reach extend this far? What the hell is going on here? Nice try.
Okay, level 4. That was quite the combo. Oh, there's still one left.
Where is your master? What does he want?
You've caused quite the commotion.
It's harbored.
But then I would expect no less from you, Muthos.
You again. I don't believe we've been introduced. You were in my family's crypt, and now you're here, with an army of Akashic thralls.
Manners, Lord Rosfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure,
They are divine.
What?
And they are all that remains in this once raucous city.
You'll pay for what you've done.
As you wish. I confess I have been very much looking forward to this. Pardon me this indulgence, Your Majesty. The vessel shall not be spoiled. I am Sleipnir of House Harvard, and you will yield. Or not. As long as you don't hold back.
Not a good time for my controller to go low battery. Okay, one more dodge and I'll have level 4. Okay. That was another achievement at least. I think a lot of the achievements in this game are based off the abilities. So if I want to platinum the game, I'm probably going to have to go back through after. And just use different abilities. Where is he?
You will forgive me if my performance seems uninspired. It is just that I expected so much more from our chosen one. Perhaps this will kindle your flame?
What now?
A gift from my liege lord's armory. Gungnir. Watch closely, Mythos. Yes! Yes!
Alright, we got him staggered. think that was level 2. Where'd he go? Oh, shoot.
Actually, I wouldn't.
You can still move while getting hit by that? I don't like this attack of his. It's a lot of dodging. All right. Alright, we got a level 2 Mega Flare off. There we go. Sleipnir slain. Holy crap, that was 5,200 experience for that. We got a sanguine insignia.
The vessel is strong. My liege.
Sleipnir harbored. Lord Commander of the Kingdom of Walud's armies, Sleipnir was known to many as the Constant Knight, by reason of his unchangingly icy demeanor and his unwavering loyalty to his liege. Bested by Clive Rosfield after he and his master slaughtered the guild's master and Republican ministers in the Canvarian Agora. And then Buthos, the name by which Ultima addresses Clive. It appears to be his title for the vessel for limitless power that he means to make of the young Lord Marquess. The being identifies Clive as the Muthos he has long sought by virtue of his awakening as the dominant of Ifrit and having the power to absorb the ether of other icons.
Clive!
Hey, it's Joshua.
You're all right.
As are you, I see.
We are, yes.
I'm sorry, but we couldn't save them.
It was over before we arrived.
Well, you did what you could. I fear we were all too late. What's wrong?
Nothing. I hope.
Was that Barnabas?
Leaving so soon, Mythos?
It's the king.
Indeed. You may kneel before Barnabas Tharm, Warden of Ash and King of Walud.
Get back.
I don't think this is our real fight against him because he's not using the sword he was using earlier. That like just demolish that building.
Wild and impetuous. I expected more of the boy who bested my Lord Commander. Yet I see why my master covets you so. The power within you, Mythos. The potential.
Stop calling me Mythos.
But Mythos is everything. The cornerstone of all creation. The Lord's vessel. Your purpose.
My purpose? To surrender my mind and body to that thing. No, Your Majesty. My purpose is my own. I made a promise to my friends, to my people. And nothing is going to stand in my way.
You would allow this delusion of free will to bar your path to greatness? Truly, your volition is a cancer. One that must be excised.
Here's the sword that he had earlier.
Try it.
Men
Joshua!
Don't do it, Jill. She full on primed right to Shiva.
Oi! Oi! This way! Hurry!
Like how Torgo got her sword.
Power beyond reckoning, and they use it as a crutch. Such a waste.
Jill, no. What happened to Jill? City outskirts. Sometime later. The ironworks.
Will he be alright?
The phoenix can mend flesh, but the spirit must recover on its own. I'm afraid the rest is up to him. This place is remarkable. Outfitting it must have been no small feat. But why go to such trouble?
That beauty's belly's filled with wonders the world ain't ready for. If the guilds caught wind of what we were up to, they'd all want a piece. Alright?
And how is he? Do not blame yourself. He was barely breathing when you brought him here. We would have lost him if it were not for you.
No. Barnabas may have severed nigh every sinew in my brother's body. But he made certain the wounds were not fatal.
Nigh every sinew?
Allow me, your lordship. Don't know what I was thinking, putting you to the trouble like that.
They can't kill Clive because Ultima wants his body.
My ailing nephew.
I know, but you've already done so much for us. Pouring your gil into the hideaway and now the ship. I don't want to take the piss.
You risked your life. And for what? Some girl you hardly know. Why'd you do it? You not mad or something?
I wouldn't go that far.
He's awake.
Clive!
You're awake, my boy. Oh.
All I want to do is help. And the world won't save itself. It was Sid. Your father, who taught me that.
Sounds like him.
Don't you dare do that again.
What of the Royalists?
Fucked off, the lot of them, along with the galleon. With the king on board, no doubt. The Iron Hair I wouldn't sail without him. Clive. Jill didn't come back.
What do you mean?
She kept the king busy while the others dragged you out.
It's all right, Mid. Jill is fine.
The ether of her icon endures. And as long as it does, we can be certain she is alive.
We must pursue the Black Galleon.
We gotta save Jill.
With the king, I'm sure of it.
Well, good luck catching him, because my ship's going nowhere. It's the Mithril engine. She's got a kick like a wild chocobo and a mind to tear the hull in half.
But do you have an idea?
Well, of course I do. My dad'll have seen this coming a league off. If I had his old writings,
If you had his old writings, you'd be sitting under a fuckload of rubble. The ones Otto didn't save anyway. I suppose you might still have a few pages in his stores.
We'll have to hope it's enough. Do what you can to ready the ship. I'll speak with Otto.
In your condition, you really are mad.
Perhaps. But the world really won't save itself.
Where are we going next? Oh, back to the hideaway. Song of Hope.
Right. Gav said that Otto might know something.
New items are available at Karen's shop. This way.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there.
Rune blade. And a rune belt. And rune crescents. Got quite a bit of gil, so I'll
find a better price than that.
buy it all.
It'd better all be here. Come again.
Then we'll go to Blackthorn here.
Bothered either way.
So what do I owe the honor? What do you want?
We can upgrade the rune blade.
You can thank me later. Yeah, that should do you.
There we go. And then the rune belt.
My best work, but it'll do.
I need another curl whisker for another upgrade, and I don't have that. I don't think I can buy that either. But I need steel silk and desert rose. Okay.
And
how much?
Yeah. So, what'll it be?
About 110 steel silk. And 8 desert roses.
Fine.
Clive.
I'm sure she has
Buy some, it'd be quick
both.
about it. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
We still have a ton of money even after buying all that. So I can sell some stuff too.
Still alive, are ya? I reckon I can find a buyer. I'll be thankful you got that much. I reckon I can find a buyer. Finished, are ya?
Alright, now we should be able to upgrade.
Trouble with your gear, or what do you want? You can thank me later. My best work.
There we go. And I'll check again, but I don't think she has a curl
Aye, it's
whisker.
a dangerous world out there.
Or last elixir. Upon KO, automatically restores all HP, fills limit gauge, and increases attack power by 10% and defense by 30% for 60 seconds.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Honestly,
You'll not find a better price than that.
we're getting towards the end game here. I don't really use the Lionheart stuff much. This might be a good... just like last resort type thing. Alright, now we can talk to Otto.
If it's knowledge you seek, we've tons of plenty.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills...
Clive? But if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
Filling Otto in on the story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. The more personal items we gave to the next of kin. In the case of Sid's things, that would have been Mid.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Right, so we're gonna check if Mid has those papers. I mean, wasn't she the one that was asking about them? So wouldn't she know that if she had them or not?
What do you reckon we should do? I say we should just...
How do I go down? Oh, here.
Do you think Mid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. But you'll already have read it. I'd better keep looking.
Over here maybe?
What do we have here? Oh, Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid won't be needing these.
Continue searching Mid's dungeon.
We've had no word from Canva for days.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it?
Midadol. I know you like your riddles, so I reckon you'll appreciate this one. Of all my inventions, this one's the best, and so when choosing its place of rest, I recalled your opus, daughter dearest, and now it sleeps there in the first. I'm going to have to work on the last rhyme. Good luck.
Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. But what would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She couldn't have been more than, what, 11, 12 when she cobbled that thing together? It surprised us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
Inspect the orchestrion.
are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are up?
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope. Nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yeah, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
It started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me once and said as much. Said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dreams come true.
Quest complete. Yeah, they're really giving us chunks of experience and ability points now.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked off. Yes, left. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies. Should we go after him?
No. We're not the Prince's keepers. He's free to do as he sees fit.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wounds are nowhere near healed. Much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their aversion to rest?
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails.
Turn to the ironworks. The ironworks.
Clive? My dad had it all worked out.
He'd be proud of you, Mid. His writings may have helped, but this achievement is all yours. Can we catch them?
The Ainayar's one of the largest, fastest vessels ever built. And it won't help she has the wind at her back. Any other ship would be hard-pressed to keep pace with her, let alone reel her in. But this isn't any other ship. This is the Enterprise! And the world's never seen anything like my dad's engine.
It certainly hasn't.
Clive, what do you know of Barnabas Tharm?
Only what the bards sing. That he sailed to Ash from southern lands. That it was his mastery of the blade which won him the throne. And that his sword, Odin's sword, can sever the very threads of creation. But don't lose any sleep over a last tilt. We'll do what we must to survive.
What we must.
The light! I thought this cove was meant to be hidden.
Mid! Company!
Eh?
We'll hold them off until the ship is ready. But hurry!
We've been discovered.
All hands! Man your stations!
Everyone with me?
Oh, it's Akashic. I thought it was like the Waluders.
Here they come.
The Ironworks, a fully functioning shipyard nestled within the hollow of a sea grotto on the outskirts of Canver. The high cliffs and violent tides which surround it effectively concealing the interior from prying eyes. It is here that Mid, along with other allies from the hideaway, strives in secret to finish work on the Enterprise, a revolutionary high-speed sea vessel. Mithril engine, the technology designed to propel the hideaway's flagship, the Enterprise, across the seas at heretofore inconceivable speeds. It is not fueled by magic, but by mithril, a hard, inert substance refined from deadland soil. Inert, that is, unless burned at blistering temperatures, whence it releases all the energy stored within, for which reason cooling is required in the form of a 3-piece thermal displacement stack. And the Enterprise, the Hideaway's mithril engine-powered flagship, designed by the father and daughter team of Sidolphus and Midadal Telamon to serve as the last hope for humanity should all of Velesthia be lost to the Blight. Mid recruited a team of shipwrights and supervised the secret construction of the ship in the Telamon Ironworks on the outskirts of Canver, with a little help from Byron Rusfield's bottomless purse. That's quite a bit.
I'll take care of these fuckers.
Behind you! I'll have you know, earthbreaking here. One struck fear into the heart of every man in the Twins.
About that offer, Gav? How are we doing, Mid? I thought you said that ship was fast!
I haven't felt this alive in 20 summers! Come on, Naz! Which of you lot fancies meeting Ogre Kenner?
Okay, we've almost got level 4. There we go. Pretty big combo here. There we go. 40,000 stagger damage, I think, was the most we've done, so that was pretty good.
That was easy enough.
All right, you lousy lot. Get your asses on board. She's ready to sail.
You heard the captain.
Clive?
He's still alive?
But I thought he was...
Confounded. Then it is as I feared. Sleipnir is no man, but a creation of Odin.
Ah, there's a lot of them.
Phoenix's fiery fundament. Have you no normal enemies?
Up for another round?
Of course we are. Right, Lord Rosfield? My boy, there was a time people called me the Executioner. Always in my eyes. No matter, heads will roll all the same.
Mate! New plan! You leave! We follow!
Follow? Swimming, are you? Oh, bother me! Weigh anchor!
I mean, technically by Bahamut, Slight, and Joss's Phoenix, we can fly.
Have care, my friend.
By mid some time.
These foes will not fall easily.
But they will. Like oaks before a woodman's axe. Good thing I brought one!
Okay. Level 4.
How long are we meant to keep this up? As long as it takes. Unless you have a best plan. Well, I've already killed him with five of the bastards. Fuck it. Let's do the lot.
They just keep spawning.
Right, run for it!
I mean, Byron turned out to be a pretty good fighter. Hey, save Gav there. Enterprise escaped. Nice, and it's a level up. And I got enough ability points for the final limit break mastery.
Now, mate!
Alright, engine full ahead! And hold on tight!
The Naldia Narrow. So this is Barnabas's ship. So he does have Joe prisoner.
What do you want?
That's quite a mess you've made. And wholly unnecessary. You are my offering to Mythos. I would not see you damaged.
The Free Cities of Canver. The Enterprise. So Barnabas is going to try to
Now back to your
trade
station!
Jill for us.
Every bell spent treading water puts another league between us and the galleon.
I don't suppose Mid has a spare engine? Since you rose from the grave, my fortunes have plummeted. Are you absolutely certain of this quest of yours, Clive? The foes you face are as terrible as they are numerous.
Aye, and they'd have us live and die on their terms, which should answer your question.
Ah. You have that same stubborn look as your father did when he set his mind to something. On the battlefield, I am but a single axe. A deadly one, mind, but a single one nonetheless. Yet what you require is 1,000, and I believe my old friend in Randalar can provide them. Take care, Clive. I have many more tales of your father's exploits to share. And I cannot very well do that if you're dead. Again.
Good luck, Uncle. And may fair winds attend you.
As for you, Joshua, take care.
I shall do my best, Uncle.
Farewell, my nephews. When next you see me, it shall be with an army at my back.
He's trying to get an army to help us.
Do keep up, my boy.
Well, we can't have him showing us up now, can we?
We would never hear the end of it.
Oh, yeah, Dion's still alive. I forgot.
All this. What have I done?
My lord.
Oh, it's Medicine Girl. Alright. So, the Naldia Narrow. That's where Artemis' ship was just.
There's a lot of sea between here and Waloed, but any ship heading north has to round Zemeckis and put through the Narrow. Maintain our current bearing north-northeast, and we'll catch the Black Galleon before she vanishes again.
What's to prevent her from circling around Ash from the south?
With these winds in those waters, it'd taken forever and a fortnight to reach Stonehenge.
Mid knows what she's talking about, Clive. Better than any of us lot, anyway. I say we do as she tells.
Sails on the horizon.
She's ours.
We can see the ship now.
Look alive, boys! Pull ahead! And keep those furnaces fed!
Aye, aye!
Do you feel that?
Jill.
All hands! Battle stations! Let's see what this girl can do.
Where one leads, so does the other follow. The bond of consciousness which joins them condemning both to the same fate. Yet my every attempt to strike it from their hearts serves only to tighten its hold. Fascinating. But then, there is naught my blade cannot sever.
Oh, that's not good.
Great Grigor's gosh!
Barnabas.
Hard apart! Heads down, you brutes! And brace for impact!
Well, now we're right up beside him.
It's now or never.
I'll find her.
There's Barnabas. Get him, Josh. Through the maelstrom.
Where did you hide her, Barnabas?
I don't even... Well, there's only one of them. I don't really even need to... I might cancel that. I'll just go for a level... Oh, actually... There we go. Really like stacking on the damage. Ow. Oh, that's right. I can do, this. Nice. Then what would the next upgrade be? I guess even stronger Flames of Rebirth, maybe. Or I could work on Wind Up. Or Raging Fists. I'm not sure yet. It'll be a while before we get there though, so. Which way? Oh, here.
I need to hurry.
Jill, where are ya?
No! There he is! He wants him alive!
Hold on. I'm coming. For both of you.
Is he gonna have to make the choice between saving Jill and Joshua? Yeah. New enemies approach. I've got 4 bars now, so I get longer, more powerful limit breaks. Okay, just this guy here. There we go. Does the controller actually feel like I'm fighting these monsters? Kind of. Like I can feel it vibrating when I hit stuff. I'm gonna grab the weapon over here real quick before I go downstairs. So yeah, kinda, Sean. Alright, now we can go downstairs. Right, this is where we came from. Maybe down this way? Yeah, I think it's this way. Where is Jill?
There are many of us.
Yeah, like when I do that Dragon Fire's attack, it vibrates the controller. Which door is it? There's this one, I guess, because it's a cutscene. There she is.
Get back.
Clive, how did you...
I'll explain later. Hands. Can you walk?
Out of here I can.
Stand still! Phoenix. Are you not the dominant of fire? I see naught before me but a guttering flame.
He gets a horse when he full primes.
In earnest then.
That's not good. We fell into that, like, crevice in the water now, where Odin's sword split into.
Can you go on?
I think so.
When you play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, it feels like you're really shooting a gun. Yeah, it's kind of similar. Like, when you swing your sword here, you can feel like... It feels like it's vibrating when there's contact against something. What happened to Josh?
You. What did you do to Joshua?
The Phoenix? Oh, I expect he will survive. This consciousness in which you coil your feeble souls is grown thick with desperation. And thus has my master turned to my blade.
Round 2.
The world will soon be painted in black.
I like that even in the cinematics, the sword is different depending on which one you have bought from the shop and stuff. That's a cool detail.
Remove the cause of this misery. Not if we destroy the last of the mother crystals and restore balance to the world.
Come. Do you truly think it's so simple? The blight is inevitable. Not even the Almighty might stop its endless march. Your efforts will avail us naught. Naught, that is, but suffering. You must embrace the truth, Mythos. Accept your place with the Lord.
Keep it. As long as there's a chance, there's a choice.
Ever led astray by your blind resolve. Now, it is time you learn the inevitability of your divine fate. However much it may hurt.
Getting our fight with Barnabas.
Clive, no.
Trust me, Jill.
Yeah, we can do it. We can take him out.
Oh, but we do. If only to remind you of your duty. Kill!
Plus, you would think our light powers would be like extra effective against him, where he's darkness.
Yet as a vessel, I fear my lord will still find you lacking. Get him! All this fire and fury, and for what? Stopping the blight. A foolish notion fed to you by a foolish man. How dare you? You know naught of this world nor of our place in it. If our fates were so easily written, we would all be gods. I have seen enough.
Ah, that's not good.
If reason cannot sway you, there are other means of persuasion that might. Defenders!
This might be my first death. I'm pretty sure the purple things are insta-kills. If you can't stop them.
You will assume the mantle you've been given. And thus is the light of hope severed.
Oh, I didn't die.
You would yield so soon.
Never. Clive!
Do you not see? Your iron will weighs you down, dragging you ever further from your purpose.
And what is my purpose?
Mythos. Who are we? What are the dominants? The breath of the Creator still warm on our lips. We carry his light that we might guide the masses in his name. We are but mighty acts of God.
We are more than that.
You would be nothing without what he has granted you. The power we wield is his, and yet every time we draw upon it, it wears away at our very being. It breaks us. It unmakes us, that its immaculate aspect might reveal itself. The icon. It is too much for even his chosen few. Apart from you, Mythos. You wield the might of many, yet your body does not answer for its avarice.
What are you saying?
What I am saying is that we dominants are a means to an end. We were created for you, that you might drink deep of our strength and thereby fulfill your divine purpose.
Which is?
To feed. As you would know, could you only look beyond the walls of your prison of self-regard. As long as you choose to ignore this, you shall never penetrate my defenses. Still, you may take solace in the fact that you are not alone in your plight. The chains of volition shackle all of mankind, but there is yet cause to rejoice. For the Lord, in his mercy, has taken pity on his flawed creations, and shall see them restored to their proper forms.
And what exactly would that be?
Why, loyal servants to God.
No.
Manners, Lord Rossfield? They are men, like you and me. Albeit ones unburdened by the wills that drive our kind to madness. They are pure. They are divine.
You mean to turn everyone Akashic?
Not turn, Mythos. Turn back. For too long has mankind been led astray by their clamorous wills. It is time they return to a world of quiet equality, where they might once more know salvation.
Salvation? And abandon everything we hold dear?
We don't need your salvation. We'll save ourselves, and we'll do it on our own terms. Not yours, and not your gods.
With every defiant expression of your will, the tighter the chains of consciousness become. But perhaps that fact may be put to use.
Clive!
faster it binds you to the remaining dominance, the stronger your hunger will become.
The water's caving in.
You back to the only answer there ever was. Mayhap not by the path my master intended, but back all the same.
Ash is not far. I could freeze a path.
You're in no fit state.
Probably not, but I can try. Don't look back!
Oof. Well, that was a ton of XP. Almost 7k. And a level up. But we were bested. We are not strong enough yet for Barnabas. The Shadow Coast.
I hope the others are safe.
The Enterprise was clear of the gap when we fell. They made it, Jill. And they will have seen the ice where it led. We need only wait till dawn. This is the second time Barnabas has bested me. I'm powerless against him.
And maybe there really is nothing else for it but to give yourself to his master. Only you won't do that. The Clive I know would never do that.
So you believe? But do you really know me? If what Barnabas said was true, then I'm more monster than man. And each time I summon the flames from within, I burn away the things that make me who I am.
Do you, though? Think of what you've used that power for. Of all the people you've saved. It doesn't matter how or by whom it was granted, only how you choose to use it. And you've chosen to use it for good, haven't you?
I've also used it to kill. What if that's my purpose? What if it's all I'm good for?
You're still that same boy I grew up with. Always so eager to save everyone around you, and yet always so alone. Because you failed to realize the one thing that needed saving most of all. You, Clive. You. You never once took the time to save yourself.
Myself. I think I might be beyond saving.
No one is beyond saving, provided they want to be saved. You fight to survive. And you survive so that you may protect those you love. It's what you do. What you've always done. I know you're not about to change. So I'm going to help you. To give you what you need to protect us all.
Jill. Are you sure? If this is what you want, then...
We got our ice powers.
Don't worry, Clive. It is. This burden, I'll give you the strength to bear it alone.
But I'm not alone. These burdens I carry, my sins, my pain, my sorrow, I see now that they are all a part of me. If I'm to continue on, having pledged my life to those I love, then I will gladly bear your burdens too, until my last breath.
Clive.
I promise you, Jill, we will find a way to escape this fate. Find a way to save each other. That we might one day look upon the moon again, together.
And I promise you, Clive, that I will be there, no matter what you must become.
I know. I never thought a smile could bring me so much joy.
Well, we got ice powers now. Is that the Enterprise? Were they looking for us? Sleepy Torgal.
What of Barnabas? Do we pursue him?
No. Our paths will cross again soon enough. Whether we like it or not. Besides, there is something we must do first.
Of course. Drake's spine. The last Mother Crystal.
The Einherja is at the bottom of the sea. Waloed won't dare move on storm without her. But they know we're coming now. We'll need a plan. And a damn good one at that.
Then let's go home and find one. Ash will have to wait.
Yay, another trophy. Return to the hideaway.
Mid says Odin split the sea in two. She's always been partial to a tall tale. But there's tall, and then there's tall.
I struggle to believe it myself.
I see your uncle isn't with you.
He stayed with the Enterprise. After our brush with the Einherja, she was in urgent need of repair. And my uncle knows a shipwright in Randalar. We're to join him there when we're ready to sail for Ash.
You sure that's wise? Last I heard, the place was still overrun with Akashic.
Show me a city where that isn't true. Ultima's plague is spreading.
We're running out of time, aren't we? We've done our best to shore up that hideaway. I doubt a few planks will stop what's coming. Still, we'll keep at it. Every little helps, I suppose.
Let's hope so.
Across the Narrow. The power of ice. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Shiva's essence. Attuning with Shiva not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic powers, but also allows several new iconic abilities, such as Ice Age, which forcefully knocks back enemies great distances. Shiva's feat, Cold Snap, can be used to swiftly move left, right, forward, or back to either dodge attacks or close in on an enemy.
I should visit Joshua.
We also got a nice shard. I didn't even realize that Torgal was like gaining attributes as well as we went. I don't think I'm going to want to switch out for Shiva's abilities. Also, we just have one last tower to take, and that is Barnabas's darkness, I believe. I mean, Diamond Dust is pretty good, but yeah, I think I'm probably good on that stuff for now. Our next thing is to visit Josh in the infirmary. But I think I'm going to stop here for now. We made some decent progress so far tonight. Or this afternoon, actually. I'm so used to streaming at night. Yeah. I think we're getting really close to the end game here. I think we probably got like maybe 5 or 6 hours left at most. So that'll be fun to get the story completed. But yeah, thank you to everyone that stopped by and hung out and lurked today. There's a chance I might be live again later tonight, but I'm not entirely sure. If not, I'll definitely be live again tomorrow. Probably an earlier stream like I did today again. Maybe even a longer one tomorrow if I'm beating the game tomorrow. We'll have to see. But yeah, thank you again to everyone that stopped by and hung out. And I will see you guys later. Take care.